Well, I figure this is a good spot as any. I'm doing a little bushwhacking today. You can take a little break, and I figured it'd be the perfect spot to tell you guys about a brand new REIFF knife I actually have right here in my pocket. So, REIFF Knives recently reached out to me and said, hey, we got a brand new blade that we're dropping, and it's our first collaboration with Ranger Point Precision, a group of guys down in Texas who make accessories and hardware for like high-speed lever actions, like tactical lever action rifles and stuff like that. And as soon as I saw the specs, I was like, 100%, I want to take this for a spin. And that's what I have right here, the REIFF Knives RangeWolf. Right there. This is designed, and kind of their catch is like from the range to the ranch and everywhere in between. And kind of that idea. And so the way that I've been using it is not only trekking with it today, but also carrying it as a pocket EDC. I love carrying it as a pocket EDC. Now, it definitely has a massive amount of belly, and it has a 3-inch blade. It's sporting all American made, you know, with their no questions asked lifetime warranty that REIFF always does. And this thing is sporting MagnaCut, and it sits kind of in between the Circadian and the F3. And so we're going to jump over the Blade Boot Camp so we can kind of test this thing together. I can show you what I found in its performance and just have a blast. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Aaron. This is Gideonstactical. Let's dive in. The feather's sticking here for just a second. Oh, okay. Because I really want to know. Usually I'm a little like, with those curls. But it's doing it, and I'm not trying. Meaning, like, it's just engage. I just find the edge, and then it engages, and it makes that curl. And it's doing real good. Look at that. Are you seeing that? Goldilocks called and wants her wig back. Oh my gosh, dude. Now, sadly, because it's all jimped all the way down. Now, again, great for different other things, but it's not probably going to be great for trying to get a fire going. Yep, I'm digging it. That belly portion right there. I'm really surprised. I've definitely tested like 3 or 4 other full flats that did not do woodworking like this. So that is no problema. Now, I think maybe part of it is a lot of these little knives like this have small handles. That could be part of it. I mean, I was making like curlicue, but this is such a beefy handle, guys. So broad and well-rounded. That is one thing I always notice when I pick up a REIFF. I'm like, immediately, the handle design is pretty simple. You know, it's not like I got all these crazy waves and, you know, 50 sets of jimping and everything else, but it just fills out the hand. So a little knife like this, and they've done like ribbing right there on that shoulder just a little bit to give you a little something to grab onto. So if you are doing like a pull, you know, like here, let's do it with this. This just simulate leather and skin of a hunt. See right there. Okay, and I got my full rigid jimp, and I just execute, boom, execute, boom, just like that. Straight across, and look at that. That just like filleted that rubber mat, polymer mat, whatever. And I really like that right there. That felt really good. Just easy manipulation. It's not teeny weeny, you know, small knife handle, which I really appreciate. Here it is, all the way down, like it was nothing. Spear point engaged, and then because of the broadness right there, and how big, dude, this handle, they need to do a Scandi, like use this handle, and then they need to do, I don't know, like a little Scandi version of this or something, you know, like change the blade profile, obviously, and stuff, but like, dude, looks like your mom's face. Burn, super burn. Oh my, there you go. There you go. Excellent for food prep. Even the belly and just the tip geometry, still gonna give you some piercing power, but I mean, it's all about that motion and the slice. It's all about the slice, And you're gonna be able to, let's just see here. Oh, look at that. tasty. There you go. How about some water pipe? Oh, dude, that was like razor blade level. Now, I want to know how many of you are in the trades that carry a mini fixed blade with you instead of a folder. Like, maybe you carry a utility knife, like a Milwaukee Fastback, or, because those suck, a DeWalt, my jam. But no, the Fastback's fine. I just think the DeWalt's better. But do you carry a fixed blade instead of a folder, or do you just not carry either and you're like just straight blade? Or sorry, utility knife, razor blade. Let the cordage hit the floor. Let the cordage hit the floor. Let the cordage hit the floor. I had to let it drop right there for the breakdown. How many heavy metal heads do we have? I used to go to shows all the time. The Bluebird, Rock Island. Shout out if you ever went to Rock Island in Denver. Man, what are a couple of the other ones? Is it the Black Sheep? I can't remember. Down in Colorado Springs. Boom. Yeah, hemp rope is not even going to be a question. Easily able to do that. Okay, so we got like sign backer right here. Oh, dude. That was just belly. Look at that. That is cool. And then you just go like, I think I was binding up on the little tiny ricasso there. There we go. Oh yeah, like it was nothing. Okay, it's 0.11. We're under an eighth of an inch thick. Very broad. This is 63, 64 HRC. But does that transfer over to durability on such a thin, high grind? We gotta find out. Gotta find out. So don't try this at home, kids. We're making a notch. And this is all, it's all geometry. I mean, honestly, it's all geometry. Knowing what your knife can do and what it can't do. You know, like a Scandi, I wouldn't be worried at all. Let me just look here. Looking at it, checking for waves. See if it goes like, whoosh, you know, makes a little wave in it from that impact. But I am not seeing anything. That is about the max though. I mean, I wouldn't be acting like a maniac and just like, because of just the way the blade is, you know, just the way the blade is, how thin it is. No steel is impervious. You know, you do something with it. It's, I mean, MagnaCut is pretty delicious. Look at that. That is after everything, guys. Hair popping. Yeah, bro. And there's the tip, super precise, great for the hunting, you know, opening up of flesh or, you know, precision cutting, but not for like absolute, you know, stabbing and prying and piercing, you know, kind of thing. Now, every knife should be able to handle what I just did there. We got no deforming, you know, and like a little bit. But I mean, you go current like that, you're gonna snap this. It doesn't matter what magical steel you use. You know, it's gonna totally break. Now, if it was a big, fat, thick-tipped, you know, tactical blade, we gotta see what it'll do and see what it'll handle. So there you go. Piercing though, no problem. Deep penetration, no issue. Now it's super cool to see how popular these are becoming. We're seeing this on even budget. You know, the style of sheath on even budget stuff. We recently did that, but this is a pocket leather sheath. There you go. Comes with an ulti clip. I believe it's a 3.3 ulti clip. There you go. Leather, and that's like a Catalina type of like high polish. This is still made by Badger Claw, one of the better leather makers you're gonna find, USA made. You got, I believe, 4 holes right there. Yeah, 4 eyelets, so you can do other ulti clips, but you know, blade tech locks, whatever you want. Run paracord through it, wear it as a neck knife, do whatever you want. But excellent friction right there, or friction. Excellent tension. And then I have my keys right here in my pocket. Boom, clicks right on, pull right out. Maybe you want to put a lanyard in there, you know, if you wanted to, and then just kind of use your thumb, push in, bingo. So lots of variants out there. I know that Ranger Point Precision has a few that are on their site that are exclusive only to them with certain colorways and things like that. And I believe they're doing like a very customized, like one-off style sheath that you can only get through them. And then you can obviously get these through Reef Knives. I'll have links for everything, that you guys can go check out for yourself. This is my Carta. There's the G10. And then price point. Price point is $325. So it is about $25 more expensive on average than the Circadian, even though it's about the same size. Now we are getting closer to what I look for in small blades, HRC on the MagnaCut. I've really enjoyed EDCing it, and it functions a little bit better in that way than the F3, but the grind of the F3 is a little bit better for like woods working and things like that. So just giving you guys a little bit of feedback so you can kind of make a better choice on how you want to use the blade potentially and whether or not this RangeWolf makes sense. Leave comments below. If you have questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Appreciate you guys hanging with me today and just learning about a brand new blade. And until next time, always remember to stay equipped, stay prepared. I'll see you out there.